Hey, 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 hey! Welcome. It is time for Monday's Monster of the Week. Very excited for all of you watching and having fun and been following a little drama, one could say. We're having a good time playing this game, and we are currently in Stone Harbor with a bunch of strange goings on. It's currently in game 4th of July, as it has been hour by hour as we play. So basically, every hour is an episode for the most part here. And we're playing through kind of the 24 hours of 4th of July as this group of basically just adults have found themselves wrapped up in some craziness going on and nutty stuff. A very big Stranger Thing vibe, you could say, kind of comes from a lot of this. So we're here to have a lot of fun with it. And yeah, other than that, if you have fun, subscribe. It's got the other games. We playing some Dungeons and Dragons a little later tonight. And other than that, I think we're just ready to begin a little bit. Last time we oof, we had a night. After rescuing a few people from a hospital, we also were able to locate some missing big feet that had been brought here to Stone Harbor from the road trip here, and in the place where these big feet were, there seemed to be an artifact attached to a record player, playing a later discovered to be indestructible record that was exerting control over everybody in this bar, this nightclub that they found everybody in. And it looked something like this curved horn that they had been sent to get, actually. Making a mad dash, they were able to grab it, and everyone in the room suddenly became aggressive, chased our amazing people, and as they got out and a few of the ones chasing them hit the sun, it seemed to break the spell a little bit. And seeing this, the rest were called inside by a live person singing the same song that was on the record. While this was happening, Callie was deep within the basement of a hospital, caged up as there were comatose, just adults that were being treated, operated on, all types of things that later she was able to sing and free them. And while this was going on, her singing and the stolen horn intersected, and it seemed that somehow she became bonded to this horn. After retreating quickly to kind of their paranormal headquarters, which is the local gift shop, we learned that this horn is now hers. However, if she leaves it somewhere, it can certainly be stolen. But as long as it's on her person, it has to be won from her in a challenge. And while they're like, okay, I guess we just won't challenge anybody, sounds good, they suddenly remembered that they had signed up for the 4th of July volleyball tournament a few hours ago. And we cut to a scene where we saw a few people who we've witnessed not be their friends, but be more on the side of, shall we say, these singers who want control of the horn, sign up in their own volleyball team. And after this cutscene, we come back, I think probably on the boardwalk itself of Stone Harbor, getting ready to come into the Grand Stadium for beach volleyball. And with that, what does everybody feel like they're doing?
Well, we need some volleyball clothes.
I'm still in a bikini from the other night. So I think I'm okay.
All right. If you wanted to, you could definitely get bathing suits from the gift shop before you left.
That'll work. And we need a 6th member.
All right, good. How would you like to get the 6th member?
Let's see. So we have. Let's look at our talents and then figure out what we need. We've got the Bigfoot, who is definitely the blocker. You know, he's tall. He can block any shot.
Do we only have one of them now?
Yeah, only one.
I know we lost both. I just didn't know if I'm okay. So we only got one back.
Yeah, we
got one
lost
back.
both and got one back. Cool. All right. Ace, what is your strength in volleyball?
None. I can serve.
Okay. There we go.
It's the only thing, I mean, I used to play volleyball, and that's the only thing I was able to do.
All right. That works.
So Ace is the server. You're good at that.
Got it. All right. All right. Let's see. We've got a werewolf. Well, I guess the 3 of us are the ones that are kind of setting up and spiking.
Yep.
Okay. So what we really need is someone maybe to work with the Bigfoot at the front. We need to find somebody who can block, I think. Maybe a defense.
Kelly, you didn't meet anybody at the club the other night, did you? That would work?
Possibly. I did go to that party. I wonder if I met anybody who would have been like a linebacker or something like that.
Basketball player?
Yeah,
I'm
basketball
guessing the
player,
guy
maybe?
with no shoulders probably not a good idea.
No. Unfortunately, no. Could I endeavor to find out whether or not I met someone who would fit this particular need on our team?
Absolutely. I think let's kind of retroactively manipulate somebody.
Okay. Grab my dice. Here we go. And I believe I get a +1 to this since they would be a young person in the town.
That's right. You do. So +1 ongoing.
All right. That is an 11.
Oh, very nice. So yes. So here for the week of 4th of July, you meet Sylvesto.
Sylvesto.
Yes, a young man of height, ability, and is all too glad has not been picked up yet for any volleyball tournaments. And remembering you from the party, you're able to find him on the beach and recruit him. Quite
All right.
handily.
Okay, so yeah, I'll bring in Sylvesto and he'll join us. I just pictured this really tall, intimidating looking person.
All right. The tall young adult very kind of leans up against your hairy friend. And like,
Perfect.
What's okay?
Yeah, he's sort of like a team mascot as well as a player. He just likes to wear the costume while he plays.
Oh. I can dig that.
Yeah, we're the big feet.
Oh my goodness gracious. Amazing. Perfect. So, in that case, you get everything ready to go, ready to be set up. And is there anything you'd like to do before it truly begins?
I don't know. What do you all think? Maybe we could watch the other teams, try to pick up some of their weaknesses.
Buy laxatives and poison their water.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Dude, yeah, because we don't even know if anybody's coming here to challenge for the horn yet. So maybe we should...
We just know that those singing people are, so we could, just watch them or sabotage them in some way.
Yeah. Would they be here right now?
Right now, you look around and you can see the drummer and the members of the band. They are kind of eyed you. They're in their own corner, and a lot of teams now are getting ready, as well as people beginning to fill up the stands. So the situation here is that this beach is taken up by. They've gone ahead and built large, I would say almost pillars out of metal trussing and similar, and have made this 200 by 200 foot space, and they've covered it with black plastic, and so you'd have to buy tickets to watch this tournament. And it's actually more like a landscape fabric that they covered it with it, so you could sort of see through if you really wanted to, but for the most part it's fairly opaque. And you can get in here, and there is the multiple games going on at once that are reffed separately, because there's quite a few teams making their way and figuring this out. As well as a few concession stands, and it's a very popular thing to be doing on the 4th of July, so a lot of people are going in. And this type of I think you basically get a badge to go in and out once you buy your ticket, and they sell way more than they could possibly sit everybody in. So it's a very much like you go in, you go out, you get something to eat or drink outside at the boardwalk, you come back in. So kind of concessions aren't self-contained within it. But there are places for the players themselves to each have a 10 by 15 foot space just to kind of be at between games, but they go very, very quickly.
I'm curious, if we were to lose a game against a team that's not challenging us for the horn, would we actually lose the horn, or would we keep it? What do you think?
I don't know. That's a very good question.
Well, so the impression you got was your issue here would be that a team who wanted to claim the horn can't get higher than you in the tournament. So if you would be last place, let's say, the team who wanted the horn is in 13th, and you're in 20th, then that would be problematic.
Okay, all right. Sachet, you're a photographer. Maybe you could make some rounds and photograph some of the other teams, and just maybe try to figure out if any of the teams have any weaknesses we could exploit.
That's a good idea. Would this be investigate a mystery? Or
Yeah. So what are you trying to do? Specifically,
investigate the other teams with my camera.
Okay.
Try to
so you're kind of going.
Find out their best player is. Find out if they have anybody that's their worst. Maybe if there's even tension between the teams.
Okay, that sounds good. I can dig that. Yeah, do you investigate a mystery, I think.
Investigate a mystery. That is going to be An 8 plus 1, a 9.
Okay. So I think that's hold 1, right?
Yes. How would I ask this? What are the other team's weaknesses? Or is that too much?
Do you want to go for weaknesses? No, I think that's good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what's the weakness of the monster of this deal. All right, so well, this is what I'll actually give you here is that with this role, you're able to discover all the teams have something they're nervous about something. And they all have various, you see, like they're putting, some are putting like essentially grease and stuff on their hands to better hit the ball. You see others like are having like these little air pop things are hiding on their person to like push sand. And moving in and out here, you begin getting the sense that all of them are out to get you. And that the purpose of every team is to do everything they can to specifically get you down, and there seems to be some dirty-handed things potentially going on. As far as their weaknesses, it's, you know, some don't have a good blocker, some are a little bit more consumed with themselves. You can kind of figure that out through talking to them a little more. But the way this is going to work is here at the volleyball tournament, something is happening to them, and there's a mystery here, and the object essentially for this, the way we're gonna play this, is that should you or if you're able to solve the mystery by the end of the volleyball tournament or the episode, then this will end with you coming out on top and keeping the horn. Should you not be able to figure out what's going on, then essentially at some point you will lose the 2 games you need to lose to be kicked out of the round robin tournament.
I will relay the information and go, Kelly, you really had to make such a big wave in this town. Everybody wants us.
I didn't know. It's not my fault.
Not your fault. You're amazing, I know.
They just want the crown, honestly.
They want something.
Okay, well, at least we know what we're up against. Everybody. Everything. All at once. Okay, so the question is, how do we exploit that? Maybe I don't know, do we like taunt them a little bit?
Well, there seem...
Like that.
What are you saying, Ace?
No, you go.
I was gonna say we could, if they seem aggressive, we could try to like draw it out of them and get them disqualified themselves.
I would just like try to like force them into fights.
Yeah.
Force
good
them to
idea.
break a rule.
That's good. Let's do that. Sachet, are you able to like force them to break rules?
Some of them, maybe. I don't know. It might hurt a little, but I could try.
Yeah, I don't. I guess maybe as a last resort. Um, okay. I was just looking at all of my options here. You know what? I want to see if I can find something useful lying around the beach.
Okay. All right. I believe that is you just find something useful, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, as you move away through there's announcing of the tournament, there's the last signing in, people are getting their numbers to be put on their shirts with what team they're on, and kind of all the last minute stuff. They're processing your last minute person. You begin looking around and you find a discarded pen. You look at it, it's like looks almost like a jelly pen. As you mess around with it, there's a little bit, as you press in to get the ink to come out and the pen to move out, a needle kind of pops out of it.
Ah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put that in my inventory. Okay, so we've done a little bit of investigating. Is there anything else anybody else wants to do before we?
Yeah. I would say
commit
it almost pricks you.
Right. I get the impression
Okay.
it's sort of like a syringe, sort of like ours. It has maybe something in it. Maybe.
So you get the impression that it's meant to draw blood into the pen.
Oh. Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay. Oh, okay. I wonder. Hey, what if I like took my blood and put it on one of these other teams?
Oh. And make them feel like it's you.
Yeah.
But like,
think-
how are you gonna cover them in your blood?
I mean, I wouldn't have to cover them. I would just take a little blood and just accidentally smear it on one of their shirts or something, and maybe that'll just to see what happens. Because they're coming after me one way or the other.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay. So we're gonna do it this way. So I think your move here is to do that, and we're going to say you successfully are able to do this, put on the team, and then you're going to play a volleyball round, and we're gonna. So it's instead of investigate a mystery being rolled by the same person over and over, a different person is going to roll it per round we go here.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, this is your move, and that you've made, and then there's going to be investigate a mystery to determine what you might be able to learn during the volleyball tournament, or during this round of volleyball games, based on what manipulations you've put forth.
Okay.
So, Sachet and Callie kind of done their deal. Ace, is there anything you want to do that might garner information from an investigative mystery roll?
Do we have the horde on us right now?
Yes.
Can I hold on to it for the game?
I think if I remember right, I have to hold on to it in order to
You have
protect
to
it.
hold on to it.
Is that right?
So if Kelly has it, it cannot be stolen from her. Is the whole idea? If anyone else has it, it could be taken by force.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say because I want to know if they're going after. They're probably going after the shell and not you, but I wanted to check.
So I would say think as best you can of things that might either glean information that you might be able to look out after, or it could be stuff that I would say anything that would help you in the game itself would give a +1 to investigate a mystery.
All right, yeah. Can I just specifically look out for like specific people on the sidelines trying to mess with us or cheat in some way?
Absolutely. I think that's kind of. Yeah, I think you could be extra sensitive to that. Makes sense to me. Is there anything you can think of that you can do to help with that?
I'm trying to think.
So just try to be a little more narrative with it.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Hey, Eleanor!
Hello.
Hey. Sorry, I just couldn't think of anything. So I guess not. I can't think of any way, honestly, to cheat in volleyball other than like mirrors to put sunlight in people's eyes. But I don't feel like that's like a thing.
I would say what type of interference would you be looking for?
I don't know, more just someone like trying to just distract something or like do something to our players, like get something in front, like trip us up or something.
Okay.
There's something on the court maybe because it is sand, so hoping it'll get buried while we're moving.
Okay, so you're kind of checking the court, that type of thing, and looking
Yeah.
out for anything. Okay, yeah. I can dig that. I can dig that. All right. Now, Eleanor, we are playing volleyball.
Okay.
So the way that the way that the tournament sort of works, because as opposed to like making a bunch of like monster kick smash rolls and magic and that type of thing, because as soon as magic was used, everything would be freaking out, or there was claws suddenly in the volleyball game.
Yeah.
The way that's happening is that we've discovered that players are being influenced by something, or blackmailed or something along those lines. You're not exactly sure what. To all take your group out.
Okay.
One thing all of you know is that they cannot be right now controlled by the horn, because you discovered that anyone exposed to sunlight breaks the horn spell. You found that out last episode. So you kind of ruled that out, and the way that also you've also determined that you've identified the team of the singers. At least you know that team is wanting the horn. You're not sure if any other team wants the horn, but if any team that desires the horn places above you in the tournament, they get to lay claim to the horn.
Oh.
And the way the rounds are going to work is every round, in between rounds, you get to kind of say something you're pursuing or trying to do, and then someone gets to investigate a mystery during the game. So the best things that work out here are stuff that either potentially make this particular round easier to win, so that they get a bonus on investigate a mystery, or this is the other thing you have to keep trying to do, is do things that would garner information. Set something in motion that during the game would start to tell you something potentially that they could notice and get more information on.
Alright.
And the whole deal here is that if you, by the end of the game, the way we're going to simply do this is thematically, if you lose the game, if you can't figure out what's going on, you're going to lose the games.
Okay. Opening up all my stuff. Well, I don't really have as many things in the way of information gathering without transforming.
Yeah. So,
But-
example, Kelly put some of her blood on a few people to see if that would do anything. If people are tuned to her blood in some way.
That was. I was originally thinking I could use a little bit of my speed, because it doesn't say that my preternatural speed needs to be transformed or not.
Okay.
So I was going to use like some of my extra speed to try and make those balls that like seem like it would be harder to get because they're a little bit faster.
100%. So is that a roll for you? Is that weird or?
It says that when I chase flee or run, I can take +1 ongoing. But I don't know if chasing the ball is counts or not.
Yeah, sure thing. I think that's fine. So what I'll say then is this round of volleyball, you're using your speed to make up for, in this case, it's going to be Ace looking around.
Okay.
I feel like actually Ace or Kelly can make this roll because Sasha already did it. Eleanor is actively providing a bonus.
For investigate mystery, I have +1. I can do it.
Yes, you do it.
Alright.
Okay, so this could be a total of +2 because of Eleanor.
10.
Nice. That's 2. Or is it 3, actually? Let's go mystery.
I think it's 3.
No, 10 plus hold 2.
Oh,
Read a bad situation's the 3. Which you could do, you could choose to do bad situation if you'd rather do that. I don't really care. If you
Should we
want
do that?
questions? It's all up to you. Just different types of questions.
No, I'll go with the Can I see if there's anything else hypnotizing them?
Okay. I think it's really good. So you're kind of looking at them and looking at objects, trying to see. So while we're doing this, let's kind of practice in the way that we play this game. We want to kind of try to describe how we're looking to see if there's anything hypnotizing them.
Then yeah, can I just like look around and see if there's if like mainly one of the musicians holding something that looks weird, or like just something you would not have on a beach.
Gotcha. If there's some type of rhythmic or type.
Yeah, or just like something like with weird like a chant going around it, or like some kind of whisper, someone like whispering to themselves in
you
front.
did see those
something.
robots whispering Ace before.
You did? Oh yeah, we did.
You did, remember? Yeah.
So, right. You look around, and the musicians here, they're doing their very best. You're not facing them, but they seem very focused on the game, very into their own teamwork. From the best you could tell, it doesn't look like they're doing anything but like playing straight up volleyball. It's as though like they wouldn't take any chances of cheating or anything that would cause them to prematurely lose here. They're very
Okay.
intense. So you don't think they're doing anything. So I would say, as far as the bigger mystery going on, you feel like they're not the bigger thing going on.
Okay. And then, is there any like? Does it seem like there's anyone that's like out of place or seems weird with like something like I explained earlier? Like whispering to something or like a weird item.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. As you look around, you don't see people. It doesn't look like anyone from the crowd is attempting to influence the game itself. You look. You don't see anyone like trying to bury something or anything like that. It seems like everyone's like earnestly interested in what's going on for the most part. But there is someone who looks out of place. You see a gentleman who is in a full suit, with it's black suit, blue shirt, a black and white button-down vest that covers the shirt, and they have this red tie that's done up very nicely, and they have this basically a fedora on their hat, and they carry with them a cane that looks like it's pure ivory throughout, and carved on the top is an eagle's head. And they're sitting there watching all the games.
Like very intently.
Yeah. And now everyone into here is in shorts or shirt and possibly no shirt. Like, it's hot summer.
Also, is because you said there's multiple games going on. Is that guy with the stick very interested in our game? Like
He's
most
overly
interested.
interested in your game.
Cool. Then after the game, I'll relay that information to everyone, or during the game when we're like rotating. At some point, I'll let everyone know that guy's weirding me out.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think on that successful thing, you essentially won this round. The way it works, so you don't have a loss in your column or anything like that. And as you get together, you can relay this information to everybody. And while you hydrate, people get ready for the next round where everybody's going again. And you actually have a little bit more time to do stuff this round because they have to do 2 spaces here. And you also got that this particular team didn't seem to do anything shady towards you.
All right.
So you can relay the information. What would you all like to do?
During the time when usually after these games, the teams kind of shake hands and stuff, like good job, you did good or whatnot. When we do that, can I I'm not sure if I would what exactly it would be. It might be investigating them or something, but trying to figure out if they're they're emotionally cracking, or if they say something under their breath, as we go down, as if they had been blackmailed by a particular person, and they're cracking at this point because they lost.
Absolutely. I love that. I think give me a very cool description of this. Let's give me a good narrative, and I'll probably just give it to you.
I'm imagining we're going down the line, shaking their hands and everything, and I'm after Kelly, and Kelly's kind of doing her cool, like, that's right, we won, kind of like smile, smug nod, and like there's a person at the very end who of the line who's just like standing there and like his like their lip is shaking and like they're like they look a mess, like like something was going on with them in particular. And then like I get to them, I shake their hand, and then as I walk away they say something under their breath, like as like they turn, because something happened to them in particular.
Yeah. You hear them mutter under their breath. We're just one step closer to hell.
Okay. And we have time between this and our next game, right?
Yeah. So now is the time where everybody can essentially do something here.
I think I'm gonna see if I can find them alone, and I'm going to kind of like, I guess manipulate them into asking me, "What do you mean about one step closer to hell?"
Okay. You can do that. You can also investigate a mystery. Because like in talking, you can glean the information.
Yeah.
Like that would be almost what happened here, or this type of thing, right?
Okay.
But it's up to you. You can do either one.
I think I'll investigate it because I have a much better shot than I do cool. But I'll like see if I can like corner them. It's like, what do you mean one step closer to hell? Like, are you in trouble too with this game?
All right, go ahead, roll it.
I'm 9.
All right. So, yeah, what do you mean one step closer to hell? And
Like, what was it going to do to you? Like, what were they going to do to you?
okay, what are you gonna do to you? Okay. From this that you can get, we're gonna lose our souls if we don't come out above you. Every team, we're going to hell if stupid. If we're not above you in the rankings.
Sorry, I'm writing this down. Then Eleanor is probably going to be like, is this going to be an immediate thing, do you think? Are they going to, like, hurt you guys after the whole game's over? All of them?
I don't know. They kind of get up and just rush off to their team, very upset.
I'd go back and tell everybody that, like, I think whoever has been doing this might have a way to send them to literal hell after they lose to us. So we really need to make sure that lady's not doing anything to these other people, even if we do beat them.
Well, could it be that guy that you saw?
Gubby. I mean, go. Do we? When's there? Sorry. We still have time before our next game.
I'll give everybody time here
Um,
to do what they want to do.
Could I go up to him with Callie to see if he reacts at all to, Callie approaching him?
Slip it
She
up
is
to
the
Kelly.
thing. I'm looking to approach this guy so we can see if he reacts to your shell. Horn.
I don't know. I feel like I could be wrong here, but I feel like that's a good idea. But maybe how many games are we playing?
Yeah, how many rounds do we have?
So all in all, there's a good 6 potential rounds here.
Okay,
Just kind of
so
depends.
we might save that one if he sticks around, because I think he's probably here for the shell, but maybe he might not even be bad. I don't know. He could literally be anybody. I'm a little more concerned right now about the next team, so I'm probably going to focus my efforts on something to do with the next team, since we have 6 potential games coming up.
Okay. And what would anybody like to do here? So remember, there's things you can do that manipulate the.
Did the blood ever do anything?
So the way generally that would work is you have to spend one of your investigative mystery questions to determine that.
Oh, okay.
So the person who rolls has to go, "What do I notice something with the blood?" or that type of thing.
Gotcha.
But it's okay. But I'd say that's an ongoing thing.
Okay.
So that question is out there to be asked at any time.
So the next team we're going up against, just looking at them from here, could I tell if there's anybody on that team that looks really, really good, as far as their game?
So this team looks like all these people were on a volleyball team or are currently.
Okay.
The clothes are tight. It's just everything that it's things are placed the right way. There's nothing in the way of any type of mobility. After the first game, you're even shifting your clothes, realizing stuff was in the way. They've got the gear,
Right.
everything, and it's not new gear. It's well worn.
Are there any guys on this team?
Oh, there are. It's a mixture. Co-ed.
All right. I want to see if I can throw one of these guys off his game and go flirt with him a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe also learn something along the way.
Okay. So what do you do?
I think I'm going to try to manipulate him. Try to see if I can get him to drop any information. Maybe it's to see if he also, maybe their team also is kind of in this hell doom spiral. But also to make them a little overconfident in their ability to beat us.
Okay. Shoot. So this person, excuse me, is about 5'4", has the look and hand strokes of someone who probably does rock climbing, just a ball of muscle, but all functional. So you can go up and say what you want to say.
All right. Do I roll first or do I just kind of?
Oh, you can roll first if you want. Yeah.
All right. That's an 11.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, hey, do you enter these contests a lot?
Yeah, I did a lot in high school, but I did a few summer ones so far. So I think my 5th this summer.
Yeah. Do you know that guy up there? And I'm going to point out the guy in the stands that Ace saw.
Kind of stiffens up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
He's just- Yeah, I mean, he's been watching the game a lot. I thought he might be a scout, but I couldn't really tell. Do you know him?
Yeah, I know him. He's kind of. There's like this. Almost looks like he's going to throw up, but it's like he's trying to say something but can't. He goes, "Is the organizer? The organizer.
Organizer?
The organizer."
Oh. Well, you know I'm the jellyfish queen and all that, right?
How'd you get that one?
I won the crown and prize. Anyway, apparently there's a big party that they're going to throw me after this whole thing, and it'd be really cool if I could show up and also, you know, have won at least 2 games of volleyball. And your team looks really good. I mean, really good. So I don't think one loss would really hurt you that bad, would it?
Thank you. Listen, you're pretty cute, but the stakes are really high.
Yeah, but I did roll an 11 though.
Okay. If you promise to drop out of the game afterwards.
Like right after this round?
Yeah. Get you win, you drop out.
Well, I mean, I have to be beaten, so I can't drop out. But tell you what, if you do this, I can get rid of one of my team members and replace them with you.
He pauses for a second. You got it.
Okay. Sorry, Sylvesto.
Oh, so it was like sad face.
Ooh. While Kelly was doing that, and like I came back from talking with the other guy, I think maybe. I wanted to watch like the next court, I guess, that we're going to be going to, and seeing if anybody's doing anything shady to it.
Okay.
I also want to check the old guy. Is he intently looking at anyone else's game while we're not playing?
Not any one person, but he is watching the overall activity.
Yeah, I also relate to you all what I learned about him. Apparently, that guy was unable to kind of tell me what he was other than organizer, and it seemed really forced.
Looking over the field, I would say Ace, you're kind of in on this because you were trying to figure this out too. You see that they're putting on what looks like empty cans of essentially hairspray under the sand. There's one, not the team you're about to face, but one of the teams that was in this last deal is just sort of they're walking and they fall, and as they fall you see them take a can out and start to put them underneath the sand on your side.
Can you call them out to a ref or a like? Can I be like, hey? And just like get them disqualified?
Or whatever you want to do. What do you want to do?
Yeah, can I just like I want to just like be like, hey, these guys are cheating.
What? So you have to go with one of the, not the ref, but one of the helpers around, and you can point them out, and you point out the issue, and they go up to them and they go like, "Is this yours? It ain't mine. They were probably trying to put there, and they were trying to blame it on somebody else." There's kind of this back and forth going on. And I'll say Ace, go ahead and manipulate somebody.
Cool. Mine is +1. 10.
Wow. Don't seem to be convinced. And they go, that's it. Your team is out of here.
Yes.
And you see 3 of them just start breaking down in tears. Go, come on, it'll be fine. I shoot you just like a look of such disdain, and shakes
You
her
guys
head.
cheated. Why are you mad at me?
And since you were looking at, you're thinking of going up to that guy a little bit, you see him just sort of mark something down in a book.
Ah.
And anything else?
Since we have some time, how's this guy? Where's this guy like standing by?
So he's sitting in the bleachers.
He's sitting in the bleachers. Like, is he in the top bleacher, or
Very, very top.
is there anything above him? Like anything above the bleachers, higher up?
They're like
Building.
there's like advertiser flags, like saying like here's like Wepsi and Bocabola and whatever all the way all around.
Is there a way to climb up them?
You don't think they'd support your weight, but however, you do have amazing abilities. So
Because what I want to try to do is get a picture of his book and see what he's marking. And with
Okay.
my camera, I have that far lens.
I see what you're trying to do. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, with what you have, I'd say you could go ahead and let's do this. In order to do this, you're going to have to get out of the stadium, up on top of one of the roofs, and take a picture down.
Yep.
But you can definitely do it. But I need you to act under pressure.
Perfect.
Because you need to get back in time, because if the game starts without you, your team
You're
is
just
just down a
falling.
player.
Okay. So that will be an 8.
An 8. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to say you get the picture. However, the game starts with your team down 1 player. So that'll be a -1 to investigate a mystery roll. Just then a -1 forward. So you won't be back to tell them until the end of the next game.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Anything else? That's everything I ever wanted to do. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you go to this next team. This is interesting. So, Callie, you're able to get a +1 because he's not really trying to do anything. However, we got a -1 because of Sachet. So at this point, that would mean Kelly, you'd go ahead and roll. Actually, it could be Kelly or Eleanor can roll Investigate a Mystery.
Oh, I hope yours is better than mine.
Oh, mine is.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good. That's 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 2 is 10, 11.
Nice. And when I say Investigate a Mystery, you can always do Read a Bad Situation instead. It's totally up to you. Just depends on what information you want. Remember, you do have the blood information still going on if you want to capitalize on that.
Are any of these people like marked with Kelly's blood at all?
Some people are. I would say at this point it's gone around if Kelly's been trying to do this. At least one person from every team has a mark.
Do any of them have like any other like markings on them? Because I know I spent some time like looking at some of the books in The Witch's Well down there. Maybe if I recognize that they have like this weird tattoo on them, because it's hot, so a lot of them aren't wearing like lots of clothes, so maybe they have a weird tattoo.
Absolutely. You start to look around during this time as there's several moments where players almost broken down because they're yelling at this rock climber guy because he's not pulling his weight, and you're able to investigate some of the other people, and sometimes there's stops to hold plays. You're looking around. You suddenly realize that every player you see, except for the ones that are like the band, the singing band that seems to be your primary rival, have the same marks somewhere on their body, somewhere on the back of the neck. Some have it like on the back of a thigh, ankle. It's always somewhere that would normally be covered up with clothes or something like that, or not able to be seen. Like the back of the neck is only on like some girls who have ponytails up. Where would normally it is though it went somewhere, it's been placed somewhere hidden. And because you did spend all that time there, you recognize, you're able to get the form of this is of some type of deal. It's a mark of a contract. And it clicks with you that there was a mention in the books of a contract of the organizer. And this has happened here before. So I'd say that's one. You can have a second.
If you need a recommendation, that old man's journal is weird. He wrote something in it as soon as people got it disqualified.
Yeah. Sachet's also taking a look at the journal. So you are gonna get some information about that. I just haven't mentioned it because you guys can't act on it right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I assume like a Polaroid sachet.
Yep.
else, Eleanor?
I'm. Um. Hmm. Would I? So I guess like what sort of creature is it like what would it be like a demon kind of thing?
Okay. Yeah, I would say that this is that. Let me doing that on it. Second. So is your yeah. This would be a Ludo demon.
Mm.
And specifically, you can get that they like to make wagers, bets, or influencing sports gambling, or any type of thing where there's a winner and loser. And that is what the organizer, at least the organizer, is. That's the type of demon the organizer is. Specifically, also flirting would come under this as well.
Oh, wow.
All right. I think that's your two then?
Yeah.
All right. So you end this successfully because you essentially didn't fail to investigate a mystery roll, and the team loses and they're upset and totally getting angry. Now, Callie, you keeping your promise?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a moment because you won and you're higher up, you are able to do this. You talk to the organizer. What do you say? Like, what are you trying to say is like the reason why this is happening?
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "Listen, so me and this guy on my team, we just literally broke up, and it's really awkward being out there together, and so I think for just to keep the integrity of the sport of volleyball intact, that maybe he should just, go about his way, and this other guy has volunteered to take his place, and I think that would be a really great show of sportsmanship. And I think that would be a great thing to do for your event. Unless you want to see me get into a major fight in the middle of a volleyball game at your event, because it's going to happen. I will air all of the laundry.
All right. And so actually, I want to. Are you going to go to the The one that you identify as organized, the suited person, or just one of the kind of referee, like regular people?
Referee. I'm not going
Okay,
to
okay, okay, cool. What the? So do you need to manipulate somebody?
All right.
But I'll give you a +2 on this
Oh, wow. Okay.
because I just feel like you RP'd that real well, and I love it.
That is a 14, and I actually have the advanced
Oh.
features on this.
Oh, nice.
So that means not only do they do what I want right now, they also become my ally for the rest of the mystery.
Wow.
Yes.
So I have
love
a
it.
referee who's an ally.
You do.
He feels bad for me. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We can make this. Is everyone involved good? And Sylvester was like, "You want fresh meat, huh? Fine." And
I'll make it up to you later, Sylvester. Bye.
oh, And goes ahead and accepts, moves to the other team, and this gentleman comes on. Or did we set his name, which is Rick?
Rick. All right.
Eleanor, you see right set right on the back of the thigh of Rick, you see that mark vanish. It was like it burns away in blood and mist.
Oh.
And you actually notice it coincides with, as they name like the people on the teams, there's big boards around. As they switch the two names, it vanishes.
I think we should just approach the old man.
Yeah, maybe.
Do whatever you want. This is between rounds again. Depends how you want to proceed.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, then we can do it.
Yeah.
As
Approach the
you
old man.
try to walk towards him, Sasha probably runs back and goes, Guys, I got a picture of his book.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And I think that's when I tell them about like what he is, the marks and everything.
That's even more reason to go talk to him.
So now we know Ricky is definitely doubly motivated to help us win. Because we just saved him from hell.
Yes.
Not really, because he just has to beat us, and I'm guessing since he's part of us, beating us is no longer an issue.
But
So we
he's
saved him
thankful.
from hell.
Yeah.
So what's in the picture,
Right.
Sashay?
Yeah, so you put the picture out. I can imagine Sasha's running, like waving the
Yeah,
fuller.
she's been doing the whole time running. And she just like holds it up to them when she gets there. She hasn't even read it yet.
All right. As you look in this picture of the book, it is, my guess, Eleanor would probably recognize this the best, because I imagine that you're the only one who paid attention to anything as you signed up for this. But it seems to be the a lot of like the text, almost like the master sign up sheet for the tournament. And there are the majority of the names here and the words are all in red. And that a series of names are not. You recognize names you assume are the band people. Your name, Sylvesto's name, and I'm going to say Rick's name is partially red and partially black, and there's like a blur going on around his name, indicating that there was like movement happening during the exposure time around the name. and looking through it, like kind of knowing you have the first-hand knowledge of this. Well, actually, now that I think about it, this probably you have clues. If you want anything more, someone probably needs to investigate a mystery here.
That person is going to be Kelly. She hasn't investigated mystery yet.
Well, yeah, but I'm really bad at it.
Yeah. Well, so the rules of going around for investigative mystery, as far as that, is only for the game. So Kelly is going to have to be the one who rolls for the next game.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I need to roll this one.
You don't have to roll this one. You don't have to do this one. You just have to do the game.
Okay.
Result.
Oh,
okay.
Oh
then
no.
then I think I'll definitely, since it's Zimbin games, I'll roll for this investigation.
Okay.
That's 5. That one was cocked. So that's 9, 10, 11 again.
Nice.
Okay. Then I think I'm going to like do from read a bad situation here.
Okay.
What would be the best way to protect the victims, the ones who have their names in red? Because like this is essentially a contract. Would I be able to think of like any loopholes
Sure.
from looking at this?
I would say the 3 things. Trying to actually be fair here. What's the best way? I'll just give it to you. So I'll give this to you. Just tell me how money you think that you should have spent for this. How about that? I'll just give you on your honor. 'Cause I want to give you a full answer. You feel like, of course, y'all losing would... As you look at this, actually, in the contract, you get the idea. You certainly see, based in the red, that they are required to place higher than you and the singing team in order for them not to be in breach of contract.
Okay.
You also see that if for some reason the tournament doesn't complete, the contract would be null and void. And then the only other thing I think you would say is a way to protect the victims. Actually, I think those are probably the 2. I'd say you get those 2 things, unless you want to investigate something else further.
Competition. Contract. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's worth all 3 because like that's like we have a way to stop this.
Yeah.
What we need, you guys, is to stop the competition. We need to make the competition stop. We have to ruin the greatest event of the season.
Now, if we stop it, would they just like reorganize it or shift it to another location, or?
Well, I don't think they'll shift it to another location. They might have another kind of competition that they'll try to drag us into, but the contract that like the sign up that we all signed is what's tying us to this whole deal, right? And if the competition doesn't exist, then essentially we don't have to give them the horn. You get to keep it. All these people are safe.
How sure are we of that though?
So I would say, as far as knowing the people are safe, you're 100% sure because that's what you learned from the thing. Um, as far as the horn, the key would be that if you're implicated and therefore essentially disqualified or thrown out, that's a problem. But if you're not caught and it's just called off, that wouldn't be a problem.
Okay. I don't know. My gut says we have to see this thing through, win, lose, or draw.
But the problem with winning it means that all of these other people, they're essentially going to die.
Not necessarily. When we brought that other guy onto our team, his number vanished. What if we like offered the same to all the teams we beat? We'll like make them our alternates.
That's possible.
But I don't think we could make every single person our alternate.
Yeah, we have
But
to make
we
every
have
person
an
determined.
in, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
the ref might bend some rules.
It wouldn't let us bend the rules so everyone in the tournament at one point or another was on our team.
And what's that mean for the people that already didn't and
I don't
lost?
know. I don't know.
It's their first.
But the reality is, I mean, if they take this horn though, then the whole world is doomed, right? So I mean, I don't even like this horn. I hate the fact that it's on me, and I hate the fact that I bonded to it. But I really hate the idea of them taking it and doing something with it, because I feel like it's also the only thing that can turn me normal again.
So, what if we get the people to win? And because, like Eleanor said, the singers and us are the only ones marked black, so the others just have to get ahead of us. And
Okay.
if the singer doesn't, if we get in place still ahead of the singer, that means they wouldn't be able to come take the horn from you.
Okay, that could work.
And I
So
don't.
we're trying to get the singers to get last place and us to get second to last.
I mean, it would be able to help the people with the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that
because
being said, if part of the contract is winning means they have to give him the horn, they might take it from us.
Yeah, I was scared about that. I'm wondering if that's the deal. Like, there has to be something in it for them, right?
Like, yeah, there has to be some kind of
Like-
trade.
I'm sure that's what he wants is the horn. So he's probably hoping that whoever, if they win, that they get the horn for him.
Okay. Maybe why don't we can we talk to this guy directly and try to work something out? Maybe change what the actual competition is. Agree to have him challenge us on something that he feels more capable of beating us at. So that all the innocent people aren't hurt,
Make a new contract with him.
basically.
I mean, yeah, we
Contract
have to
for-
make a new deal because he's like a gambling devil, right?
So, well, I mean, Kelly, you're the one with the horn. You'd probably be the one to have to make the contract.
Oh boy. Okay. So I guess we just need to figure out. First of all, we need to see if he's even open to the idea, right? So I'd say we go over there right now
let's go.
before the next game.
Okay. climb up the bleachers here. And they're sitting, doing their books, and immediately notice you. Almost, you feel like as soon as you made the decision to go near them, it was like their head turned and they were aware of you. And you approach, you get closer, and see it's almost as if they're sunburned a little bit. But they have steel blue eyes and yes.
So I get what your deal is.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is that? What's my deal?
You're here for the horn.
Regular Sherlock, you are.
What does that mean?
Hey, just that you're good at figuring out obvious things, huh?
Okay. Anyway, why are you okay? Why hurt all these other people if what you want is on me?
The best way to gamble is to do so in a way where you win regardless. You win this tournament, you keep your horn. I get plenty of help.
Okay, but did they even agree to that?
Oh, they did. They signed up for the tournament, didn't they?
Okay, that's like some really fine print.
Indeed. Fine print is the best print.
Okay, so how about a new deal?
Make your offer. Like I said, right now I can't really lose. Don't know why I would go to a new one.
Because you have no chance of getting this horn
But
on the
I
current
do
deal.
have a 100% chance of getting souls.
Yeah, and I've already cost you one of those, haven't I?
Yeah.
So little by little, no pun intended, I'll figure out how to get the others. Or you can make a deal with me right now, and we'll do something else.
Honestly, that might be fun to watch. But talk. What do you think?
How about a challenge where nobody else is on the line?
Well, that seems boring. No fun.
No risk, no reward.
But no fun.
It's not fun to gamble for a horn.
It's so boring. I get the horn or I don't get the horn. It's this way. Look at this. You have this way. I get to watch people have to figure out the moral quandaries. Should we win? Should we damn people to servitude? It's so much fun this way.
Okay, I feel like what I'm going to have to do here is maybe read a bad situation or investigate. It's the same role either way, but I think maybe let me look at these questions. Okay, yeah, read a bad situation. I'm going to try to do this based on my chat with him.
Okay.
Ugh. That's a terrible roll.
Ooh.
That is a fail.
Okay.
All right.
So mark experience,
Yeah.
and he'll say, "What if?" This kind of looks at him. Please now. You are potentially You're potentially fraternizing with the event organizer. If I report such a thing, you'd be disqualified. And I believe I'd get my horn. Suggest you go.
I'm going to leave. If anybody follows me and we're out of earshot, I'm just gonna say there's got to be something we haven't thought of in getting these people saved. I mean, this is a devil. He deals in contracts. There's got to be some loophole to this. Maybe there's another contract, a bigger devil, or maybe there's a part of the contract that he's not telling us about. Doesn't everybody have a right to see the contract?
I mean, technically, didn't they all see it when they signed it?
No. Well, I mean, I'm thinking it was like really, really, really tiny print. Like, if you lose, the devil gets your soul, etc., etc. In any case, I think we're really risking it if we try to close down this thing, because I think he's going to be onto us now either way. And then we lose not only the people, but we also lose the horn. Right now, the horn is the only bargaining chip we have. And if we have to trade the horn for the people at some point, then okay, but it's the only bargaining chip we have. Unless we can figure out another way to save everybody.
What if we were to get his name on that list?
That's not a bad idea.
Then he would have to follow his own
He
contract.
would. Or he'd have to null and void the whole thing. So how do we get him to sign, though?
We get the book and sign his name. We have to figure out his name, though.
Or we get him to sign something. But I like that thought process.
What if the picture acts as a copy, essentially?
Oh,
It has all the same wording on it.
that's true.
It's just not on a fancy piece of notebook paper.
He's got to have some kind of protection against that, though, right? He's got to have, like, maybe that's a special. I don't know. I feel like it would have to be on an actual contract that he drew up. So, I just feel like there's got to be a way we can trick him into signing his own name on something, and I just don't know what that is because I'm not this clever. But I think Sachet is onto something.
What could we get him to sign?
Well, organizers have to sign things all the time, right?
Wait, Kelly, you're becoming a demon, right?
Oh, come on. Why would you bring that up?
No, you can make contracts if you're a demon.
I can?
Yeah. What if you make a contract and he signs it?
Okay. How would I get him to sign a contract that I draw up?
I don't know. How would we get him to sign
Oh,
it?
I got it.
He might be aware.
We've got to play into his weakness. He thinks I'm an idiot. So we play into that. What if I draw up a contract that says, hey, I'll give you the corn if you let all these people go, but then there's fine print on it, right? And the fine print says, haha, just kidding, actually your soul is now damned to hell.
Won't he read the fine print?
Not if he thinks I'm an idiot. I used to do this same thing with my teachers in high school. It works. I mean, I didn't
Especially,
damn
what if
them
it's
to hell.
written on the other side and he just looks at the front?
Yeah. Maybe after the next game we can try to draw something up or get something made. If only we knew somebody that could write really, really tiny. But I think we're onto something. I think this could work. Unless somebody has a better idea.
No, I think we're onto something.
I agree.
Do we know anybody that can draw this up for us? Like print it? What about the gift shop?
I mean, they could potentially, but they're way far away from this event.
Right.
So the problem really is time. I mean, just to go
Yeah.
up and down was almost going to miss one thing. So you wouldn't have an
Okay.
issue there.
Unless there's a way we could delay the next game, which I can't think of any way to do that. So
I'm trying to think of what can cause like big long timeouts. Somebody being sick, somebody being injured, but we shouldn't injure anybody, but maybe
bad weather.
that
Maybe.
it. But it's
We shouldn't injure them, but what if they accidentally injured themselves?
there's that, yes.
Give me a moment. Sasha is going to go find a player of the next team.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's gonna go up to him and be like, "Hi, I'm Sasha.
Hi, Sasha.
Can I get your picture?"
I guess. Yeah, sure.
Click. Click.
Sorry
Wow,
about
you-
that.
You look very amazing for the sport.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry I have to beat you.
So are you like very good at serving or spiking, or what are you good at?
Oh, guard mostly. Down.
Card. And then I'm gonna approach him. I'm gonna try to use my mental dominion. I want to look into his eyes as I approach a little closer. That is going to be a 7.
Okay.
So I will get 1. And I'm gonna look into his eyes and be like, you know, when you go up for your next thing, like, you probably just shouldn't jump really high, and you might want to just like accidentally trip. It's going to impress my friend Kelly. She'll probably come over and check on you, and she might even ask you out.
Yeah, sounds great.
Awesome. Like, if you could break your leg, I would love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Hopefully you'll be on Volleyball Weekly. And I run back to the group.
Just casually telling someone to break their leg. Literally.
So Kelly,
Yeah.
the next team, their guard, he's pretty cute. Would you want to like ask him out on a date? Maybe for like a month from now? I mean, we're not gonna be here.
What are you talking about?
I kind of made him a promise that you'd ask him on a date.
I mean, if it helps us win, I guess.
Don't worry, he's gonna cause a way for us to like have time out and everything.
Whatever works.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's see, I've done my role. Is everybody gone?
Yeah. Everybody doing something they want to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Everybody's set for this next bit. Okay. So, in the midst of. You good? All right. So, in the midst of playing, they do fall down and hurt themselves, giving you all +1 on this investigate a mystery or whatever row it ends up being.
Okay.
So I think there's nothing else anybody was doing. So then that's Callie.
Which referee is on our game?
That's actually a good point. I'll say for this, I think just to make it simple, yeah, hi there. So I'll say you can choose for the mystery. You can choose for them to be on 2 of your games going forward.
Okay. And we're on the 3rd game, is that right?
Yes.
All right. I will wait then on using them.
Okay.
So this is a +1.
I feel like we should
My
use
roll.
him now. Oh, we get another +2 for using him.
We get +1.
Yeah, just a +1.
And I will say I was thinking about using my speed to run to the gift shop to see if we could create this contract or whatnot, or that way, because I'd be able to get there faster.
Okay. After this.
Yeah, during when
Yeah.
the
So you're saying that that if something would go wrong with that, it would be good to have the ref +1 just in case. Yeah.
All right. So you want me to use the ref here?
I think she's saying next game.
Next
I think
game.
she
Okay.
was, I think she was like going, yeah.
All right.
She was supporting you.
All right. So we'll just keep the +1. Here we go. I hate this. I really hate this. I really, really hate this. That's a 5.
5. All right. So, unfortunately, even with this person down and grabbing their leg, they're able to gather together and see that you lose.
Yeah. Even with the ref, that would have been a fail. So I'm glad I didn't waste it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm really bad at any sharp rolls, guys.
I'm going to say, Eleanor, you spy this smile, and as as this person's let off or disqualified, it seems that the tattoo moves and almost goes into a completed position, as though they are now part of this demon's collection.
Could you repeat that? My thing.
The person who hurt themselves,
Yeah.
their tattoo morphed, leading you to believe that they are now part of this demon's collection.
Even though they won.
Your guess is intentionally injuring yourself automatically puts you into their contract there.
So if we lose one more, we're done.
Correct.
Crap.
What about the other players? What happened to their tattoos?
They seem fine because they've won, and since he's technically out of the tournament.
All right. I think we need to start focusing our efforts on getting this contract and targeting the next teams to get us some bonuses.
Yeah. All right. So, what exactly are we going? So, just so what I'm bringing to the the gift shop.
I am going to say
And-
that I'm going to go ahead and do a break right now. You can certainly think about it while you're doing it or whatever, but we're going to do 10-minute break.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Needs it.
Sounds good.
Good. See Kelly.
Yep.
I'm back.
Excellent.
Back.
So Aiden, just let us know.
I'm back. Sorry.
Yes. So, all right, what do you want to do?
Well,
So it's currently in between games right now.
Yeah, because you just won one.
Okay, so what am I gonna do? Take to the gift shop for this contract thingy.
I think you're going to go there and draw it up. Honestly, I mean, I don't know.
I can give you the picture and you can go off of what his looks like.
Okay.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay.
And so what's the plan with getting him to sign it? What was that we established? What was
We're going to trade the horn for him letting all the people souls go free.
And what do we do if
And-
he says it's no fun?
Yeah, I would say right away, Eleanor, you know from just your different stuff, he's unlikely to make a straight trade. Like, it's in his nature to play games.
He's gonna want something. He's gonna want a game.
Like
He's
a
going to
volleyball
want-
game?
Why don't we offer a game with our souls somewhere more discreet, and then we just jump him?
Because the deal would the deal would we would have to write in the subtext that, like, if we attacked him and tried to kill him, that, like, the deal wouldn't be negligent.
Okay, I think what's going to happen is if we do this, then he's going to like summon all of the greatest volleyball players in hell, and they're all going to come up to the surface, and we're going to have to face them. So,
Kelly, choose something you're really good at. That he
okay.
wouldn't.
I mean, I'm okay at I've just learned Jenga.
I got it. We have a fashion runway off. You versus him, Kelly. I can be the photographer.
Yeah, but
There's
this is,
plenty of people around to vote.
so wait, who's in the audience then? Who are the judges?
The souls of the people
The
that he
souls?
wants. The people that he wants. They'll be the judges.
Well, aren't they going to be motivated to make me win?
He doesn't have to know that, though. That's what we put in the thing. That's our clause.
Oh my god, I feel like we're just overcomplicating this.
And you can choose something else.
I'm not good at anything. I'm maybe what was it? Oh, never mind. I can't even think of that. Never mind. I can't even think of it. Doesn't matter. Look, we're I don't know. Maybe the contract's not such a great idea. Maybe we just focus on beating all the teams until the very end, and then we make a Hail Mary play. I don't know. Because if we lose one more time, then we lose everything.
You're right.
Well, that's not true. If we lose one more time, everyone gets to go free, don't they?
No, if we lose one more time, they get the horn, and then I think all of the, like, he's going to win anyway.
Yeah, he gets the horn and the people. But
Why?
if we
They all
win,
placed above us if we lose.
But they didn't all place above. Some people
Right.
have been eliminated.
Yeah.
That's what they're referring to, is that some people are already...
Oh, okay, yeah. Some people are already screwed, yeah.
but if we win the horn, we have a bargaining chip. We have something we can use to entice him to play another game. And this time we put those souls on the line for something else. Maybe our own souls. I don't know. We'll come up with something.
I see.
All right.
All right, so maybe we focus on just beating every team possible to give ourselves as much of an edge as possible.
I like that. And then afterwards, just challenging him to a new game
Yeah.
in exchange for the souls he took.
Yes.
Sounds like you might have your plan.
All right. So Kelly's part in this. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go the opposite route as I did before. I'm going to look for a girl on the next team, and I'm just going to try to destroy her from the inside out. Just make her dread facing me. Make her question everything. Make her question every decision she's ever made in life. I'm going to call back to my high school days and just make this happen.
So you're trying to manipulate somebody with
Yeah.
that tactic of just manipulate them to... Well, so what... The thing with manipulate somebody is that move requires motivation for the person. They have to get something.
Okay, so the other person has to get something?
Yeah, so that was kind of why the other person resisted a bit, is even if you roll like 10 plus, you know,
Oh, okay, okay.
they'll do it for the reason you gave them. If you ask too much, they'll tell you the minimum it would take for them to do it. If there's no way, so you have to put them past their own soul, because they're kind of, you get there aware of what's happened, and it has
Right.
served as a motivation. So that's why it's a little hard. It's why you had to give them like, oh, you come on my team, and he already knew that he could get out of it should that happen, so he's willing to go for it.
Okay,
So it has to be a reasonable exchange for manipulate to work.
okay, gotcha. All right, in that case, I'm wondering if I can use trust me on them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try trust me. I'm going to tell their team captain that what our plan is. And I'm going to tell them exactly what our plan is, that we want to beat every team so that we can take on the devil and save everyone's souls. That's what trust me is. I have to tell them
It
the
is.
truth in order to protect them. And now I have to roll. Okay, it's a 9, so they will do it. In other words, they will allow us to, I guess, beat them. But you get to choose one of the 3 things, Matt. You get to choose
Okay.
either they ask me a hard question, they stall and dither, or they have a better idea.
Interesting. I think they're going to stall and dither so much. They can maybe, and ultimately it's going to require everybody to come in and help. So, what's going to happen here is with them going, I don't know, and the game begins, and they go ahead and throw the game, but you're not able to gain any other information through investigate a mystery during the game.
Okay.
Because they stalled so much that everyone had to just focus on convincing this person and exhausted themselves.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so now we're at the point where you are against the other team. This is the this is this game 5 or is this game 6?
5.
Yeah.
5. Okay, so game 5. Never mind. So,
Well,
all
no.
right, but I mean, you do have time between still.
Yeah.
For some things, depending on.
This would actually be. Yeah, this would be game 5.
All right. What does anybody want to do here?
I'll let you guys go because I kind of blew that last one.
Can I go to the devil, and I want to ask him if he'd be willing to wager the fact that we win this, and if we win this, he gives me everyone's soul who he's already won, and if we lose this, he can have my soul.
Okay, so you're trying to do. Okay, so you're saying that if you win this, he gives everyone. Oh, I get what you're saying. So you're trying to say, okay.
I get everyone who's already been taken, like for sure taken, because they've been like eliminated. Their souls are freed, but if we win the tournament, but if we don't win the whole tournament, then he gets my soul along with theirs.
The I don't believe on a all or nothing arrangements. I'm sorry.
But you still get everyone else who ends up getting eliminated afterwards. After this point, I'm not taking everyone.
Okay, so tell me this again, because I think I'm not understanding.
So
if you win,
if
what
we
happens?
win, everyone who's already eliminated, like already definitely soul taken, not like they have a chance to beat us. Like everyone who has
Okay.
absolutely zero chance to beat us at this point gets saved. But anyone afterwards, if they lose to us, that's nothing. Like they're still screwed.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So only the people that are currently definitely damned are saved if we win, and then if we lose, you get my soul too.
You know what? Deal. And
There you go.
he searches a little bit. Goes, where's my pen? Ah, no, not there. And he cuts himself, writes up a contract, essentially making it the correct way, and will quickly cut your finger and ask you to sign the contract.
I would definitely look for fine print on it to make sure that I'm not like it's the deal I made and nothing else.
It is, yeah. There are certain things, like a lot of clauses that would just it's basically a bunch of no shenanigan clauses that you see. So we're just, for the purpose of this, like, he's kind of going around like, oh, it got canceled or any of that. Like, it's very much contingent upon this one game. So what I'll say is this contract would circumvent, so you no longer have the option of saving you by getting this event called off, because it's all contingent on this one round and this round only.
Okay.
Okay. So you check,
sign it
don't
then.
see anything very special, you just sign. That was good. All right, anything else?
Does Ace tell us what he did?
I do not.
Damn, because we could have beaten him. Oh well. I can't act on that information then. All right, since I can't do that,
Sorry.
here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna try something here with the other team. That's what I'll try to do. Next team up.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Let's see. How does this team look? This is probably a good team, right?
Yeah.
All right. I've already tried that, and I've already tried this. So I will. Crap. If somebody else wants to go while I'm thinking this over, feel free, because I'm still looking things over.
All right. Anybody else have something? So we'll be able to use a ref for this.
Yeah, for the next 2 games we can.
I also was thinking about the next match too. That are we currently the next match yet, or are we still in the in between?
We're still in the in between right now.
Okay. I was thinking that for the next match, I was going to use some of my physicality again.
Okay.
My supernatural physicality again, because I don't think it's my turn to roll for the investigation, because I had already done so 2 matches ago.
Yeah, I think it's open for now.
Oh, okay.
It's not going round robin. I just wanted everyone to do it once before someone could go twice. Was my only. Just because volleyball's a team sport, basically. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. It sounds like everyone's just is good, except just wanted to know what you're doing, Jackie.
I'm gonna try to manipulate somebody on the team. Is what I'm gonna try to do. It's my only play. I'm just trying to think of how to do it, because I've already used. I don't want to do the same thing twice.
I can help you.
Okay,
And I can use my telepathy and read their minds.
that would help.
So yeah, Sasha's gonna look at some of the other members and try to get like their secrets and stuff, or ways to help Kelly.
Okay, then Kelly, go ahead. How do you want to go back? Because I agree that I feel like we need a new approach every time. Just for
Now that we're getting inside information, maybe blackmail, maybe something like that.
I see. Okay,
they're still getting something out of it, which is the information doesn't get leaked. You know. So.
All right. So I would say, yeah, I would say this whole team has fake IDs that say that they're 21.
Oh.
And they've been going to bars and all this stuff, and that is jail time should they get discovered.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to make my way over there. And I'm going to talk to whoever looks like the leader and say, hey, Rachel, right?
How'd you know my name?
I saw you like just the other day. You were at the bar.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I like to be at the bars. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, the funny story. That idea of yours, I know where you got it made.
I mean, you mean at the DMV?
Haha, funny. No, we both know. Come on. Seriously.
All right, roll manipulate somebody,
Okay.
and then you can roll help if you want, Sasha.
Okay.
I think that's cool.
That is in a 13 for cool.
Nice. So that's a +1.
I'm gonna need it. Okay, so total I rolled was a 9 on that. I rolled really low.
Okay.
So they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, so you have to give them something extra here because I would say that they're like, yeah, so yeah, lifetime in jail, lifetime in hell. I think maybe I would take that. So you'll need to give them something here.
Yeah, well, funny thing, you know that contract with the devil?
Uh-huh.
All I have to do is go up to him and let him know that you're using fake IDs, which is technically going to cause you to lose the game anyway, and actually it'll be much worse for you.
All right, you could get a +1 for it for that.
Okay.
Good. I like it.
All right, so that's +2 so far. One for the ref and one for that.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Awesome.
I think we're saying if Eleanor is going to dedicate her time to use a physicality trait, that can be a +3, which is the max you can have as any bonus.
Awesome.
So who's rolling?
Not me.
So this is Sasha or Ace.
I'll go.
Go for Ace.
Okay.
All right. This one still.
So
10 again.
Sharp.
13.
13. 10,
All
or
right.
10 plus. Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Excellent. Anything you want to know?
What is. I don't know if this can be answered by this. What is the likelihood that the demon accepts a deal after the game for the souls he's already won?
I would say, based on the fact that, kind of know at this point, I'd say you get this as you're winning, that he definitely, essentially, is he's gotten to 0 at this point, and so you've already kind of hurt his hull, and you enticed him to kind of be a little greedy here. That it would have to be a very big win-win deal for him. That he gets something if he loses and he gets something if he wins. Because if you win at this point, you would have essentially robbed him a little bit of that. And technically you can get another one if you want.
Yes, I'm just thinking. I think I'm good. I can't think of anything, honestly. Unless anyone else has a question they want asked.
Yeah, you can give him a question if you want. Because this is for the whole team anyway. So
I do have a question. As long as the signature is in the person's blood, does it matter if they're the one who wrote it?
how would you know this?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because everything else is the questions are based off of like what you could potentially find out through the resources you have. And so I'm not sure that's a valid.
No, okay. I thought you were asking from his point of view. But you're
Oh,
asking
from
my
his point of view. Well, no, I'm just saying from Ace's.
Yeah, Ace is the one who saw him draw the blood.
Right. So then he's trying to say, is it okay? Gotcha. So you're asking Ace to ask this, 100%. So then, yeah, I'll say that it is the blood that matters. But the blood must be freely given, and you get that he knows about freely given blood.
Okay.
So he can know if something's going to be valid, but he might not know if it was valid for you, if it was someone else's blood that was freely given.
Gotcha. Okay.
That makes sense.
That's good to know.
All right, so that's the 2, and you win this game. And now we come. The next game is going to be the finale between the singers, and I will say they have moves, so it's going to be a little more complicated.
Okay.
This game's going to be a little different, but there's still things you could do in between because they want this for themselves.
Okay. All comes down to this.
So Sashay plans on using, not between, but during the game, she wants to distract the head singer with her big entrance move. So she's gonna do she plans on doing some really high jump of climbing up the Sasquatch and doing a spike, but she wants to draw the attention of her. Mainly.
Okay.
I will roll for that.
Well, I will wait for that
Okay.
until we're actually at the game.
Okay, perfect.
I'm just seeing what everyone else is looking to do.
Okay. We have some options here. We could call on the forces of the hospital crew.
This is true.
But I'm curious if I used something like what could go wrong, which allows me to have a +2 forward on act under pressure rolls. Would that make any difference in a volleyball tournament?
Really depends on the choices that get made
Okay.
because
That's
it's
what I
going to
thought.
be a little different.
All right. All right. Okay, so as far as these musicians, what do they all look like? Are they is this just a band? Are they is it
I would give you this. They appear much like all of you in that they've all got something going on.
Okay.
There might be a mundane in there. There might be somebody who has some other situation. They're definitely specialized people.
Oh joy. What would count as cheating in a volleyball? All right, that's a quest of investigation. Never mind. I'm wondering if I can, because we have +1 from the ref. We really just need +2 more from something.
I'm trying to find a way to get a +1 from all the people's souls we'll save if we win. But I don't know how to leverage that.
You could,
Well, you already just freed some souls.
yeah.
That was on that particular game. So you already freed
okay.
souls, and now he just got a bunch of souls because you won and they won. Because it wasn't for, remember you even said that it was only for the people who lost this second, and then it was just for this next match.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he basically got 12 souls out of it, but we
Yes.
saved a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, what I would say, I think the way that this makes sense to me would be, I would give you a +3 on any used magic roll, in addition to what you normally get, because of the soul. I would give you a +3 forward for any magic that you want to use. You get it once because of this like soul thankfulness, like this cosmic good that you did because you put yourself on the line there.
Cool.
But like, describe it, because I don't think Ace knows that. I think Aiden knows that. And then
Okay,
Ace would just
so-
like feel this happen when he would do it.
Okay, cool. Good to know. I don't have to use it now, right?
You don't have to know. It's whenever. I
Okay,
think
cool.
just the next thing, there's just this boost to your power.
Cool. Because I don't know anything that's not loud, so I really couldn't use it here. Or big magic.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely some of your moves are more scary, but you also have a lot on the line with the horn. So it's sort of, you can use your judgments here because it's the last game. So is there any other preparations, or should we get going on this game?
There's got to be a prep, because we just have a +1. So
Right.
what do you all want to do? We got to do something. This is
I
it.
just can't think of a way to like mess with anyone or prep at all. If it counts, could I get the peoples whose souls I already saved to cheer for us?
What would you be attempting to do with it?
Just pretty much just like motivate us to do better, and like the fact that the others, like how in like
Yeah.
it's like the home field advantage in sporting events where everyone's like booing you when you're doing all the intense stuff, so it's not as like easy to do it.
Okay. I would say, in that case, if you want to try to do something like that, I would say you can go ahead and do a use magic, plain straight roll. And if successful, that can give a pool of 3 to be used for anything during the game to everybody.
All right. So do my use magic. 7.
Okay. Very, very good. Good. Does what it wants to do. But you need to get a drawback. No, I'm sorry. Yep, drawback. What's your glitch? So it's weakened, short duration, which would mean that's not really applicable because it's that you take 1 harm. It draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it is a problematic side effect.
I would go take 1 harm just because all my magic usually hurts my throat when it doesn't work.
Okay. 100%. So you take your own life to fuel this. And just so that all of you can see, there's like this glowing of thankfulness, and the ones that have been saved, their marks vanished, now kind of glow in support of you.
You guys see that their marks vanished? Does anybody know how that happened?
No clue. All right. So am I getting the right impression then this is going to be more like an almost rounds-based type of game?
Yeah, you're basically fighting a monster.
Okay. In that case, I don't see any reason not to use what could go wrong.
Okay.
Kelly will make no prep and just rush into this game.
Yeah.
And
So
she'll
let's
hold
go. Yeah. So right now, Kelly starts the game. It sounds good.
She'll start right after anybody else win. I don't.
Well,
need to-
that's kind of the. I would say the point of that is to make to cut off preparation. Like that's the spirit of that move, right? If anybody had something they want to do, we don't want to cut them off. So is anybody having something?
No, because my move would probably be after hers.
Yeah, and then Eleanor, are you good? Or did you have something?
Sorry,
You're
I
mute.
forgot I was muted. I was saying that I feel comfortable with it.
Okay.
I think that sounds like really in the spirit of everything. Just being like, what could go wrong? Let's go.
Love it. Love it. All right, so let's do this. All right. So, you get everything moving, and the ball gets pushed up. So, I would say everyone kind of say, what move are you doing? Like, what are you going to do to try to win here? So this is more of the... so I'd say up until now, we've kind of done the montage of volleyball games in the show. And
Right.
now we're, like, slowing down to, like, the big game, right? So we're going to kind of say what
Smack
everyone's doing.
I'm going to use the power of heart to automatically get a 10 on a help action for someone.
Okay. So
Sasha is
Sashay. Yeah, go ahead.
planning you to use her big entrance move here.
Yeah, so let's watch it. Describe this.
Yeah, she's pretty much gonna like almost come do like a jump and try to do a flip and land like Iron Man style into the ground, and then she's gonna once like the ball goes into the air, she's gonna run up the back of the Bigfoot and go down for a big old spike. So that is a 12 on the dice. So that's a 14.
A 14. That's like everyone watches you, right?
Yep, everybody.
Man.
As it rockets down, and let's see here. So, okay, for the purpose of this, I'm gonna say, let's do this. So, your team is going to. All of you have what, like 5 harm you can take?
I've already got
Yeah.
one marked.
I have 0 harm marked.
But 5
I
total
have-
is usually what it is.
Yes.
I mean, I'm still injured from everything, so I have 2 harm.
So it's 7 total for until you're dead.
I have 2 harm too. But
Okay.
I think
Okay.
But you can take 3 harm until you're unstable.
Yeah. So, just as the way we're going to do this is we're going to say as a team, you can't die from this, but you may lose the horn. So, this is going to be 7 harm that your team can take before you lose the game.
Okay.
And then same goes for them. I'm guessing.
They get 11.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Because there's still an insurmountable foe. Like, there's still a high foe
Yeah.
here. So, 100%. But as you spike that down, I don't think you use any extras. That usually does not do harm, but I'm going to give it a. I want to say that inflicts a harm here.
Cool.
It's mental harm.
Yeah, it's like mental. Yeah, because it goes down and like well, that's a point basically. So
Yep.
Yeah.
it goes, and sand goes in their face. They were brushing it off, and now you see a few like reddish glowing eyes among them. What are you gonna do?
Eleanor, it's time to wolf out.
Well, I can't wolf out in the middle of a bunch of normal people, but I have a plan. Could I possibly use my unholy strength to quote unquote kick some ass and this ball so hard, like it goes through everybody?
100%. 100%.
And you can take my help action if you want,
Yeah.
so I can set up the ball for you.
Well, if I use my unholy strength specific move, I can use my weird instead of tough, and I have +3 weird.
Okay.
Okay, that's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So normally, how much harm do you deal?
Normally I do it depends on what I'm using. I think I generally do if I'm using my claws I do 2 harm. If I'm biting somebody I do 3 harm. And I think on like when I'm doing regular stuff it's only 1 harm.
All right. I'd say then I this hands. We'll give it a claw move.
Okay.
So each of you are going to take 2 harm. So they return it. So it goes as it moves, and someone darts in it, and you just see just a little bit of hair kind of grow off of their arms as they whacks them back, and kind of just puts their head immediately in the sand, but it comes back at you and hits you in the stomach. And the game progresses with both of you gaining points, the 2 of you winded. So that's 2 harm for you. Okay,
Wait.
you don't have to mark it. So that's 5 and 8.
Hold on. Do we
Oh,
get-
right,
do we- Do we get an ongoing +1 with the ref?
Thank you for bringing that up. Because I just realized that when you were saying, wait. So what did you get, Ma? Well, right,
got-
but you can only get a +3 ever on a roll.
Mm.
So
Correct.
even with the +1, they couldn't get better on that.
Right. Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's what it was.
All right. So how much team harm do we take on that hit?
2.
Okay, so I'm going to reduce it by 1 using one of my holds.
You got it. So you're at 6, and they are at 8.
All right. If Ace wants to use my help action, it is still there.
If I can't really use any of my abilities, but I can just like try to, because I'm the server, I can just kind of try to serve ball towards like the back corner, right? Do something cool like that.
What are you trying to do? You're just trying to like strategically place it.
Yeah.
Could
So what are you trying to do?
strategically
Well, I
place
guess
it
if
with
you
magic.
Sorry. I just want to strategically like try to get it in like a weird angle towards like the back corner, so it's hard to hit without stepping out of bounds.
yeah, this could be kick some ass.
Cool.
So roll tough.
And what does help do for me?
Well, what's your tough? What do you get with a plus on that?
-1.
Okay, so that way you get +1 because you get +1 from me and +1 from the ref.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Doesn't matter. It's like a 5.
You do have 3 for like that anyone can use from your cheerers.
Oh yeah. Should I use
So
that?
which
I'm gonna
one
use
do an
that.
8?
Yeah, I'll use that.
So you want to get yourself to a 7, so you would leave 1 away. Because 8 doesn't matter, 7 and 8 don't have a difference. All right. So that's kind of normal for you. So I'm going to say that would be 1. So this would be a 1, 2 harm to the team and 1 harm. 1 harm to the other team and 2 harm to you.
And I'll reduce that to 1
Okay, so 1
using
and
my
1.
last hold.
You got it.
To me or to the team?
The team. This is all team harm. So this
Okay.
just points. It's just different. It's just an easier way to do it for me anyway.
Okay.
Whew, so you put it in the corner, and it scores a point, and then they kind of get up really fast, quickly reset, catch you off guard while all of you are recovering, and throw it right back towards your feet. It's about to be an ace for 2 points when Kelly kind of falls back and hits it. And it's able to at least put it up, and no one's able to get it. So then it becomes a single point. Who's next?
So, it's what now?
Uh,
4 and 6.
You have 5. They
You
have
have 5.
7.
They have 7. Okay.
I think if somebody else wants to do something, I'm going to do my seed to chase after the ball to get us a +1. Maybe like get that far ball in the back that
So-
just happens to be out of reach from everybody.
I want to try to act under pressure and hit the ball into the main singer's face.
Okay.
Would you benefit from a help on it? That
Possibly.
then I'll give you my help action.
Yeah, help's retroactive, so you can do
Yes.
it after when you know the number.
So that will be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, and you don't get any benefits from 12. You don't take it. You haven't taken an advanced
I have not taken advance.
act under pressure. So
Well, so what's your modifier on that?
+2.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you don't even need me because you get the ref.
okay, so you get get what you want. You do what you set out to do. So your act under pressure is you're just okay.
I'm hoping to either like cause them to get a minus.
Yeah. I'll tell you what this is going to do, because that's a bold move, an act under pressure. So
Yeah.
whew, you hit right into their face, taking them out, and they have to they're getting some medical attention, and for the next 2 things anybody does, the harm is reduced from the other team to 1 instead of 2.
Okay. I feel like Kelly wants to kick some ass.
Just get pissed.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot. All right. Oh my god, that is a 12, and I have advanced on this. So it's one of my advanced ones. That means, okay, let's see. I can completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved get a fight +1. No harm suffered at all. Attack inflicts double the normal harm, or the attack drives the enemy away in a rout. I feel like for this one, I'm going to have the enemy take double harm.
Okay, so you're gonna do 2, and you take 1.
I take 1 harm for this.
Well, the team would. Right?
Oh, why do they? I'm so confused. I don't understand more.
Oh wait, maybe not. I'm sorry. Wait, completely hold in. Right. So, whenever you kick some ass, you exchange harm.
Oh, okay. So if I did that, then they would take 2 and we'd take 1. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess that's what I'll do.
Yeah, because the way you get the 7, which means you exchange harm, and then on a 12 you get an enhanced effect. So, all right, excellent.
So I
they're
just
going to go
spike it right in their face.
absolutely. You go down to 4. They're going to go from 7 to 5. Little Kelly moves down, and they all take the sand in their face. It is intense. It is almost equal. They are upset. All right, next move. Because a few more play goes by, they get the ball, they get the serve, they're able to get a score point from that. Go ahead, Eleanor.
At first I was thinking about, I was looking at protect someone. And I was like, oh wait, no, because we would still be suffering harm because we're doing it as a team.
Right.
I think. I think I'm just gonna use my unholy strength to kick some ass again.
All right.
That's 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. So you can take. There is the people cheering you if you want to do a 10 to get an extra effect.
I think I will, because then potentially I could eliminate the harm that would be done to us.
Correct.
So I think I'm gonna do it so we don't take any harm from this.
All right. So we've established you can do 2, so that moves them down to 3, and you have 4. All the crowd pluses are used up.
Okay. Wait, did she need to use that since we had the ref?
Correct, actually. So you got to remember the ref. The ref is the +1 ongoing. So yeah, you were fine because the ref. If you didn't count the ref already.
Oh, I didn't count the ref.
Okay.
So we technically will still have the
Yeah, you still have that +1 floating around.
+1.
100%.
This ref is wrapped around my finger, people. Don't forget about him.
Yeah, because that was an amazing roll you got for that. So we want to credit that. There, your ally giving you the +1 ongoing. All right. That means they are back up to being able to do you 2 in this thing, because that's the next 2 things, and it's 4-3 in favor of you. What do you want to do?
Whew.
Sasha would like to kick some ass.
What's your tough?
+1.
Okay, so I'm going to use a help action to give you +1, and then you have the +1 from the ref. So you'll have a +3.
Yeah, I want to wait for Kelly to get the ball perfectly up, and Sasha's gonna try to get Eleanor's help as they go in and try to strike the ball down.
Okay.
So that is a 6, 7, 8, 9 plus the 3 is a 12.
Nice.
Very good. And what harm do you usually do, actually?
Normally it would be a +2.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 and 2. That puts them down to 1.
Whew.
Puts you down to 2.
Guys, so close.
It is close. You don't want to tie.
Oh, no. So that's both of our actions. So
Yep.
the 2 of
Ace
you.
and Eleanor.
Well, Ellen already kind of did thing. I think Ace hasn't done anything.
Ace.
So now it goes down. We see everything blacks out. A light comes upon Ace.
Yes.
This is the wrong person for the light to come upon. Okay. I will. Alright, all my magic's loud. Is there any way for me to do like a milder version of it just to hit the ball harder?
So this is what I say, Ada. Just describe something.
Okay.
I feel you're
I'd like to
getting
try
very
to do-
ruly. Just go for it.
If I can, I'd like to like try to when I serve the ball, add just kind of use like my magic in a weaker sense and like use my missile power in a weaker sense to like launch the ball as hard as I can. Just like straight towards the ground on their side.
Okay.
Use
Can I
my
re-
magic to boost it, but I want it to not be loud enough that people think that like there's an explosion.
Would you have Jackie?
I was just going to remind him that you still have a +1 from the crowd, and you have a +1
Yes.
from the ref. So you have +2 technically to whatever you're rolling.
Okay, so your
And
missile ability does is the loud obvious or
They're all loud, obvious.
okay. I would say, well, yeah, I think let's roll weird. Let's see what happens.
You know what it could be like contextually. What if like the crowd like roars and whatnot, and that masks the sound of it, or maybe like I don't know, a firework goes off and a sound of your magic because the crowd is so boisterous.
Well, it's a
Because-
9.
Okay.
Plus the 2.
Plus, that's with the 2. I rolled a 6 and a 1.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
So you wrote a 7 total.
7 plus the 2, so 9.
What's your weird?
Oh, right. So that makes it 11. 11.
Okay. 10 because you can't
10,
more than
10.
+3. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. All right. So it works without issues. And I would say with a 10, I'm going to let you be. I'm going to let like I don't. I think what your guys said. You go up, and right then there is this chat. They're just like ace, 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 and in the big ace, as the sound goes off, they cover it up as it moves out. And how much harm does Missile deal?
It deals 1 harm.
It's exactly what you needed.
And
So
yeah.
they go to die for it. You see the lead singer move, and they're just short. They yell out their voice a little bit that makes their arms stretch, and it hits the palm of their hand, bounces up. The other one leans down, their feet becoming clawed, pushes them up, and they just go to get it, and it bounces off their nails of the claws and out of bounds.
Yes.
They're the winners.
We are the champions.
Whew.
So I just see like a slow motion, everyone running from the crowd.
Yeah, in this big movement, they're upset. You know that the horn for this is safe, and the other volleyball people look in shame, and their tattoos morph, marking them as the property of the organizer. And that is where we'll end this episode. To be continued. All right. Those of you watching, hope you had fun. It's crazy. Monster of the Week is fun. I love it. So we'll see you here next week.